Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Wish Dragon. And this is a Sony animation film releasing on Netflix, and I'm like, oh no, a Netflix animated movie. And then I started watching and realizing, oh, this is from Sony, so maybe they just bought this one, and maybe I'll have higher expectations. And to be honest, Wish Dragon kind of fell in the same place that Over the Moon did and pleasantly surprised me for a Netflix animated film. And this is from director Chris Applehans, who previously had done some art department work and animation on like The Princess and the Frog and Coraline, City of Embers, and now is taking the reins on this film, which focuses on a determined teen named Din, who's longing to reconnect with his childhood love, and he finds this teapot with a dragon in it. He's a wish dragon. This is Aladdin. On some level, this movie basically feels like a lot of the beats of Aladdin. But it does it in a fun, new perspective, and I appreciated that because this is a whole Asian cast, and we have Jimmy Wong who plays Din, he's endearing and fun. It's not the most memorable voice casting and like voice acting, but he does a really solid job. Honestly, the big standout is John Cho, who plays Long the Dragon, and he's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed him in this, and even this dragon has some backstory, which is interesting, and has his own arc that's a little bit different than what you expected from Genie in Aladdin. Obviously, they have the same basic idea. They want to get the heck out of this situation because they're just stuck here, but I enjoyed the relationship that Long and Din developed together, and it's really trying to get over the fact that, like, Din has these other ideas and he's struggling to focus on school, and his whole family are like, you gotta focus on school, including his mom, played by Constance Wu, who's just fun and sassy and really enjoyable. And then you have Natasha Liu Bordizzo, who plays Lina, who Din's trying to develop this relationship with. They're endearing, and you enjoy the relationship that they have budding between them. There's a little bit of mystery going on here, and throw in some fun action along the way. And because, like, Din falls backwards into a wish that he could do, like, martial arts, and there's some fun action sequences in the film. And you have this whole story of him trying to connect with her, and there's these like guys trying to chase after him to get the teapot with the dragon in it because somebody else wants to have the wishes because they're in a bad place. And it has some twists and turns in the plot that might surprise you and makes it a little more complex in terms of the character relationships. And, you know, it does enough fresh things that you're not just sitting there the whole time like, this is Aladdin. It didn't, like, it wasn't as bad as, like, Secret Life of Pets, where, like, the whole entire time I was sitting there, I'm like, they could have just done an hour and a half of cute animals, but instead they just were like, well, we can't do that, so let's just do Toy Story, but with, like, animals. Which, that's basically what that is. This, you can tell there's some influence, but it does its own thing, and his relationship with his family is really endearing, and his neighborhood, and you have a fun time along the way. There's fun action, there's some excitement. The third act, kind of like climax of the film, is interesting. They do some crazy things in terms of the wishes and stuff like that, and by the end, I thought that this was a fun, enjoyable, endearing little film that you could stream with the whole family on Netflix. So I see this movie as quite a bit of a win, especially for Netflix, who doesn't have the greatest track record with animated films all the time, so good for them. But those are my thoughts on Wish Dragon. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.